I'm Garcia Credo. Today, I chose to have a novel as a piece of literature to be given an analysis. This novel is entitled The Host by Stephanie Meyer, which I read a couple of months ago. Also, I'll be applying the moral philosophical approach of classical theory since this novel is a fiction and focuses mainly on the character's attribute. The earth is at peace. There is no hunger. There is no violence. The environment is healed. Our world has never been more perfect, intones the opening narration for the host. And as anyone who has ever seen or read any science fiction knows that this is usually followed by a big, fat but. In the case of Andrew Nichols' adaptation of Stephanie Meyer's best-selling novel, the caveat is that humans have been taken over by a race of extraterrestrial being called the souls. They enter into our body and do away with our minds, replacing our brute, confused, emotional consciousness with their highly advanced, never driving about the speed limit selves. When they take us over, our eyes change to a super shiny blue. So you always know if somebody's a human or a host. The result is a planet now populated by non-violent, trusting being with crystalline eyes, stylish suit, and an awesome shoes. So Sweden basically. Mayer, as we all know, wrote the Twilight book, and the host places at its center as emotional conundrum with vague similarities to Bella Swan's choice from those films. Our heroine is Melanie Schrader, a young woman whose body has been taken over by a soul named Wanderer, later called Wanda. But strong-willed Melanie's consciousness refuses to go away, messing with Wanda's chi and making her do things against her will. The two eventually come to a testy truce, but things get messy when Wanda or Melanie hook up with a scrappy band of human holdouts led by her uncle Jeb. Also, there are her boyfriend Jared and Ian, another hunky young dude who begins to have a thing for Wanda. So the body that is Wanda or Melanie is now torn between Jared and Ian. The interior dialogue between Wanda and Melanie, with voice-over lines like, "I hate you. If only I could hurt you. You guys take the fun out of everything, and you are not meant to see that. Get rid of it now," never stops being silly. It was probably the central creative challenge in trying to adapt this novel. And writer-director Andrew Nicole bravely commits to it. A more cautious film might have tried to keep the back and forth between Wanda and Melanie to a minimum, utilizing it only when necessary, but the host goes all in, throwing in goofy asides, temper tantrums, even a moan and two when the inevitable make-out sessions happen. It's naughty, but it has its own kind of integrity after a point, letting you laugh at it at first, but eventually laughing alone with you. Is there any way Melanie can give us some privacy? Ian asks Wanda at one point. You wish. We hear Melanie yell off screen. It's like all of me meets Logan's Run. Despite the silliness, there are parts of the host that did get to me. Maybe it has to do with the yearning score by Antonio Pinto, or the film's pair, Haunted Look, or maybe it has to do with all those long close ups, which give the actors space to explore their characters. It definitely has something to do with Ronan's performance. There's one extended close up near the end of the film that's one of the finest moments of acting you'll see all year. Director Nicole once made Gataka one of the best sci-fi movie of all time and also wrote The Truman Show. So he knows a thing or two about the aliens and appeal of perfect worlds. He acknowledges that there are certain wonders in the peaceful planet the souls have given us. The host, like its central character, is a surprisingly conflicted film. Part potential camp classic, part melancholy meditation on the divided human self. So that's it for The Host by Stephanie Meyer. That would be all. Thank you.